All right. So because I'll probably upload this to YouTube, assuming that there's none of the music that's like copyright or anything. Um, a pretense for me with Kingdom Hearts. I fell in love with the game, the first one. I loved it through the second one. Loved Birth by Sleep. Even Chain of Memories. I actually don't like the original Chain of Memories, but I actually played Re-Chain of Memories after trying. Like I tried Chain, decided I wasn't going to play the rest of it, and then played Re-Chain when it came out on the PS2, and that I enjoyed. Since then, I have had a tumultuous experience with this franchise, as I'm sure many others have experienced before. I didn't care for 358 over 2. It's in fact it's my least favorite game of the entire franchise. Dream Drop really didn't pull me in. 2.8 was cool. I mean, it was weird, but it was fine. 2.8 was a nice little bridge your gap kind of situation to hold me over. But Kingdom Hearts 3 was a big disappointment for me. All the Disney worlds were, I think, done worse than Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Some of them were fun, Monsters Inc., Toy Story, I think were fun, isolated stories, but it felt like they forgot how to use the Disney worlds to push the story ahead. They struggled with it here and there in 1 and 2, but generally with 1 with the Princesses of Light, you generally felt like each world was getting you closer to the end of the game. And Kingdom Hearts 2 largely accomplished the same thing. I think the question mark is more so with the revisits, because the revisits seem to just be tying up random loose ends that really didn't need to happen, but were still generally okay. But 3, they were just like, you have Frozen and Rapunzel worlds as terrible examples. Pirates of the Caribbean, couldn't care for. And even, again, the worlds that I did like were still kind of, they didn't really serve a purpose. So the last 6 hours of that game is really all Kingdom Hearts 3 is to me. So, I didn't play Melody of Memories because I wasn't going to play a Disney-based rhythm game. I feel like that's the fastest way to a copyright strike I could possibly envision in my entire life. And so, I haven't touched. And I also didn't play the mobile games because I didn't want to. So, my expectations are very low. I'm not that excited for Kingdom Hearts 4. I feel like it needs to. I want it to be good, but I need to feel it, and a trailer's probably not going to accomplish that for me because I haven't seen it yet, but I'd imagine it's not going to be anything that gets me going, oh my god, yes. Maybe I'll think it's cool. It depends on the Disney elements versus the Kingdom Hearts elements. But I'm going to just watch the whole announcement thing anyway. I know what all 3 of the announcement names are, so the first one is whatever for me. Here, let me turn it up a little bit. I'll just watch the whole thing. So this was Dark Road. I guess I should pay attention to this because Dark Road, if memory serves, and I was talking about this a little before we watched it, was, I guess, it's an update for Union Key. But Union Key doesn't exist anymore, so I guess this is just bringing, like, just releasing this so it still can exist. I guess. I assume that's the point. I don't know. I guess I'll find out maybe at some point. No, I know what it's supposed to tell, but this has already come out. This was part of Union Key, was it not? Like they announced this like 3 years, 3 years ago, back in like 2019, and it was a part of it. I don't know. I mean, they announced Dark Road years ago. I assumed it was. I guess it could be an update to Dark Road. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna play it anyway because the mobile game is. I don't like it at all. I like mobile games, but I'm not playing this one. So I guess if it's more than that, yeah, because Union Key, Dark Road. Maybe I'm misremembering, because this is years old. Yeah, experience the long-awaited finale for free. Yeah, I guess it's just, oh, it's the finale. Okay, yeah, that last sentence tells the whole thing. Okay. Yeah, the last sentence says, I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to play it anyway. I was just confused because I was like, didn't this already come out? We will rock you. We will rock you. Oh, no, don't tell me I copyrighted myself. Yeah, I heard that this was a mobile game on social. Means I already don't care. City of light and darkness, dreams and distortion. The remembered and the forgotten. Scala ad Kylum. Like he said it, I said it. I'm just so not. Already just not into it. I just don't want to play any more Kingdom Hearts mobile games. I didn't even play the first one. I'm not gonna play this one. Oh man, so I see there's like little icons, I guess, for the different spells. Yeah, that one was Donald, the first one was Sora. Let's see who that one was. There's Mickey, yeah. I'm gonna assume that that's what the gacha is. It's gonna be all these icons for the spells, maybe outfits or something. I'm already over it. It's a mobile game, so you know. I've played enough mobile games. I know what the monetization structure is normally about. You know what this is reminding me of? This is already making me think it's gonna go the way of Mobius, where the idea is to release it as a mobile game, but it's so wildly unpopular because a lot of people don't have phones that can actually do it. What's up, Arden? I know it's not Arden. Relax. I know. Relax. I know. All right, missing link. So the last one's gonna be Kingdom Hearts 4. Closed beta test in 2022. Okay. All right. Kingdom Hearts 4. Is this the moment where I go back to liking Kingdom Hearts? Is it? If it's not now, then we'll wait and see if it's later. All right. Lost Master arc. Oh, look, it's versus 13. I mean, literally it is. If it brings you despair. All right. Starting off with the darkness. Okay. It's a big ball of darkness. The heart resides within the soul, which in turn is guided by fate to its rightful place. Look at them beautiful next-gen graphics. Wood! Sorry. Last time I saw that chessboard, it didn't make me happy. God, Sora. Just very modern looking Sora at that. Oh god, he doesn't have shoes on. I don't like it. He's been asleep for 7 days. Yo, people die without nutrition. Who is keeping him hydrated? Quadratum. Okay, I figured as much. So it's so it's Japan. World full of life. You mean you're telling me he just noticed that thing was forming in the sky? It's an afterworld for them. So when you die the joke, when you die in the game, you die in real life. No, when you die in Kingdom Hearts, you go to real life. All right. I mean, I've seen giant. I'm gonna assume it's not a Heartless. I haven't seen its chest yet, but. Yeah. Oh no, it is dark. It is dark side. Okay. It is just a modern dark side. I can see the heart in his chest. It's like, are we really gonna go the Heartless route again? Yeah. There he is. He's much bigger now. See, I don't think these kind of fights are great for Kingdom Hearts. The giant spectacle fights. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's reminding me of Kingdom Hearts 3 right off the bat. It's all QTE stuff. Kingdom Hearts 3 was big on big fights with QTE, so I'm not too surprised to see that already. Yeah, there it is right there. Yeah, it's a lot of elements of like the Kingdom Hearts 3 like Earth Titan battle and things like that. Okay, Master of Masters. I didn't see chat talking about his shoes not being big. There's There's no all right, well, I jumped the gun a little bit. I was about to say there was no Disney in that at all, and then I was like, oh, no, here we go. I always love their Japanese voices. Oh, that's Hades. Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense, because Afterlife, Hades, yeah. Okay, so honestly, I'm more excited about that last part than I am the entirety of seeing Sora zipping around against this, because, again, one of my biggest complaints of Kingdom Hearts 3 is the Disney worlds did nothing to service the Kingdom Hearts story. They were just like two different things happening simultaneously. So them looking for Sora in the afterlife and going to Hades for it, that's already more of a connection between the Disney and Kingdom Hearts stories than all of Kingdom Hearts 3 had. And on top of that, Hades is a fan favorite. So I'm not like, oh my god, but I'm like, okay, that's at least for me, as somebody who was let down in Kingdom Hearts 3, a good bit improved, assuming that the 5 seconds of Hades having something to do with the story and not just being his own thing is, you know, not a fluke. But yeah, I mean, this is all QTE stuff. So, okay, so QTE stuff is whatever. Kingdom Hearts, it's been going on since Kingdom Hearts 2. You know, press triangle, do big fancy move, kill giant boss. Kingdom Hearts 3 did it a lot more, with the whole like zipping around and stuff like that. So you see him, you know, grinding rails, and you know, I'm getting Big Hero 6 flashbacks in Quadratum already. Not a world I was a super big fan of, but that's largely okay. It's really the ground level stuff that I want to see, because with Remind we were really told or shown that less is more with Kingdom Hearts, and things like the attractions and shot locking and the gauges for your weapon, like it was too much. There's too many things they were trying to do at once, and I think it hurt the vanilla game immensely. That, yeah, sure, they went back and made it so you could turn all that stuff off, and then, you know, some of those just weren't even part of the data boss battles in Remind. But that doesn't change the fact that almost anyone who picked the game up the first time did do those things. So, this doesn't tell me anything that tells me I'll at least enjoy the gameplay aspect. But again, the Hades thing is improvement, I suppose. What I want is no attractions. Shot locking can stay. I'm not a huge fan of shot locking, but at least its practical applications are pretty good. I just think that in the middle of an action game, the whole freeze, the whole slow down and lock on thing, either to do the zip or to do the huge iframe attack that comes afterwards, it's out of pace. I don't think it feels as good as an alternative. Honestly, for me, it's just Kingdom Hearts 2. You have, you know, basic combat options, magic items, drive gauge. I mean, that was fine. Go throw shot locks on and take away attractions and what was the other thing I said? Whatever. Just that's fine. Just take out a couple elements and just don't cram any more on top of those elements either. So pretty decent trailer, but from what I read on articles, chaos. Okay. And Keyblade transformations. Yeah, I want Keyblade transformations gone. I thought that was so disruptive to the game to be in the middle of combos and then just stop and do these little transformation sequences. So yeah, I want both of those things gone. I don't think those were a thing. Now, one thing I will point out right off the bat is that Sora has an EX gauge. So I'm gonna assume that's for shot locking right off the bat. And I hope that's all it's for. Not to mention, this is still early development. All the articles I read said this is early development. When Kingdom Hearts 3 was announced it was an early development, it was 2013, and it took until 2019 for it to release. So I don't think this will take 6 years. I think it'll take 4. And by then, I probably won't care, in all honesty. But we'll see, because I don't think Disney wants to drag on another super long development cycle again for this one. So we'll see. I hope it's just a drive gauge. But we'll see. I hope. I want it to just be a drive gauge and not a shot lock gauge or anything of that capacity. So with that, there's Kingdom Hearts 4's trailer announcement. See you in 4 years, and we'll talk about it again. Sounds good?